what I will do, I will create one more shell script over here just with the name of jenkins.sh, because our target is to create one file. Okay, nano editor we are using to create this file. Okay, and then what we will do it, we will paste the commands to install Ubuntu Jenkins installation, right? If you go over here, then it will prompt you that how to install your Jenkins, right? The dependency is the first. You have to install what? You have to install Java, right? To install the Java, I have to copy only this command. Okay, I'll go over here and I will just hit enter. I will paste the command over here and I will add -y. It should not prompt me during running the script that I have to type yes. Okay, just I will comment this line. Let me go here and comment line. Okay, install Java for Jenkins, right? So we have installed the Java, so we have rewritten the script. Next step, install package and Jenkins in installation, right? Just I will check the copy. Just I will go here. We are going with the long-term, right? Long-term code. Just I'll copy all the code, right? LTS version. Just I will go over here and I will paste it here, right? So I have to give Y so that it should not prompt me any to like permissions, right? I'm giving all the permission here. Then what we will do it, just to run the application, right? We have to enable the Jenkins also, right? So we'll make it enable, right, for every restart. Like when if my application getting boosted, like rebooted or anything happens, then we have to start it. Okay, just copy over here. This is optional, but still I'll make it in my script. Just we should not miss out any points. Okay, just hit enter here, then Control X and Y. Okay, if you cat over here Jenkins set script, then you will be seeing that okay, this is a shell script, okay, which we are going to use for the installation of Jenkins. Okay, Jenkins --- version. We check it over here. Sorry, --- version. So it's showing me that there is no command, right? Because we have not installed the Jenkins. So let me try to run this shell script, right? Where we are. What happened? What name we have given? Let me just see it over here. LL here. So I have Jenkins, right? So what I will do it, just I will give Jenkins .sh, right? Just to run the Jenkins. So let me see, it's showing me the permission is denied. So what you have to do it, you have to give executable permission, right? Change owner, no, chmod to the change modification plus X, because by default there is no such permissions required. There is no executable permission for that. If you LL here, then it's showing that yes, executable permission is there. If you just validate these two things, here is not executable permissions. Here we have executable permission and it is in the green color. That means you have the executable permissions. Just ./j tab. Then you start over here. It will deploy, right? It will install your Jenkins over here and it will provide you the status also. Okay, so that you can go and access your Jenkins. Meanwhile, what we will do it, we will go back to the terminal, AWS, then we will copy the IP again. Okay, we will just turn it off. We don't require this, we don't require this, and I will paste it over here and I will give 8080 port, right? So it's showing that there is no application is running over here. So just we will wait for the few seconds so that our Jenkins should be up and running. Then we will try to access again. So our Jenkins is installed, right? It's prompted me that the key also which we have to paste it. So let me go over here and let me try. Yes, it's up and running. Just insert over here, just login, right? So I will give installation suggestion plugins. Fine, it will install some of the plugin by default. Just we'll wait for the few seconds so that our plugins get installed, right? So I'll pause the video to minimize the, our plugins got installed. So what I will keep it username as admin default, because we are using for the tests only for demo purpose. In real-time scenario you have to change it. Admin 123, right? Full name I will keep it admin, right? I'll keep my email address, no issue. Just save and continue. Fine, save and finish. So our application Jenkins is working. We are able to access it now, right? The second part, what we will do it, we cannot provide like IP until 8080, right, to access our Jenkins server. So what we will do it, we will create one reverse proxy. Okay, it should be running on the domain, right? Any domain. So for that case, what we will do it, we'll go back over here and we will install, let me just go Control C, and we will install the things. We install in the sense we will install NGINX web server, right? Before that we will update the packages, apt update, right, to update the packages. And the command which we installed in NGINX, that is sudo apt NGINX, right? So if you copy over here and paste it in the terminal, just it will install NGINX, right? NGINX-v, so it proved me the version of NGINX. This is NGINX, right? So the next step what we required after installing the NGINX, we have to make it start on the boot, right? So NGINX is starting, so I will enable NGINX over here and it will just keep it enabled, right? And the next part what we have to do it, we have to check the NGINX, right? NGINX status. So it's showing me that it's working and it's running. By default the path for the NGINX is because we have to do the reverse proxy, right? So what we will do it, we will go and we will create one file, right? The default path for the configuration is cd, it will be in the ect etc NGINX site availables. If you check it over here, you'll be finding the default one configuration file, right? So what we will do it, we will create one more file with the nano editor stating that it should be for the Jenkins reverse proxy, right? Just let me see. Okay, so here what we have to do it, we have to write some of the configuration file just to make NGINX our Jenkins to run on our port, right? We will be attaching subdomain to it. So just I will give it over here and I will give the name as we have a subdomain for that. Okay, so what we will do it, I will give the subdomain name. So let me go over here and I'll go, our hosting is here, so I will be adding one domain, so I'll be giving Jenkins, right? And what is the IP address of that, I will be copying over here and I will be pasting over here, right? Choose an option, it should be a entry, right? And I have given the IP address of my EC2 instance server and I have given Jenkins. Fine, just have the over here. So just we'll wait for the few seconds, it will update the DNS. So it will prove me that okay fine, this is updated. Fine, it's proved me that it's updated. If you check it over here, right? So what is my domain is ASIM, right? ASIM cloud. Let me copy over here and I will go here and I will paste it here. And the subdomain what we have given is a Jenkins, right? Let me validate the spelling so that I should not be any. Here is a one entry, Jenkins, right? So jenkins.asimcloudtech.com. Okay, fine. This part I'll just explain you that the server name, this is the domain or the subdomain name, which we are saying that whenever the request hit from the browser for jenkins.asimcloud.com, it should redirect it to this instance. That means that is a local IP of this instance, if you're mentioning that is a local IP, that means it will be considered this server IP. Okay, even you can give your IP address of your instance or local, and the port whichever the application is running on 8080, it should divert it should like provide the service content to the jenkins.asyncloud.com. okay, I'll click yes prompt. Okay, after that I will check is there any syntax error in that. If we check with this command, so it's showing that there is no syntax error, right? Then afterwards what you have to do, you have to make a symbolic link in Jenkins, right, in the NGINX. So this is a mandatory things. The reason for that also I will let you know. See, if you go back over here, if we check LL over here, you have two directories: site enables, site available, or site enable. Whenever we are creating the file in a site available, it has to be mapped into site enable. Just I will see it, it should be same configuration. Just I will show you, we have created and we have mapped, right? So if you go over here, if you LL here, so it's showing, see, where you have one file in this enable directory, but that is linked super link from site available. So this part is also done. So we will just check nginx -t. So it's showing me the syntax is fine. So after that, what we have to do it in the sense we have done this. After that, we will restart our nginx service. Okay, just restart nginx service. Okay, nginx service. So let me check the status of our nginx, right? No issue, we'll go for the another terminal and I'll paste it over here. Why is not showing me over here? Let me see. Okay, sorry, I have to use status. I'm just restarting it. Nginx, so it's prompting that nginx is active. Okay, and then now the thing is that if you see over here, we are accessing the Jenkins with IP address of an instance and port number, right? So what we will do it over here, I'll go for the Jenkins dot asym, right, cloud tech.com, right? This is a domain what we have given. So for case now we cannot access is the reason. I'll tell you that reason also. So the thing is I have to mention HTTP, right? We have not installed any SSL certificate. The reason is not accessing. So if you access now, let me just copy and try in the new terminal. Jenkins.asymcloudtech.com. Fine, this is fine. So let me just access this thing. Let me check what we have missed out. Cloud Tech, right? So what we have given, Jenkins.asymcloudtech.com, those response firewall 8080 is fine. If you check it over here, this is also fine. Why it's not reading? It should read, right? Let me see the configuration file once again. Okay, I'll go back to here. Let me go cd over here, back cd sites available, right? LL over here. If you go for nano Jenkins, right, I have given Jenkins cloud server name is fine, Asym Cloud Tech. I have given asymcloudtech.com. Jenkins server name is fine. What are the application running over here? It should be a report to 8080 localhost is fine. This also is fine. Control S. Let me see the status of system city, right? NGINX. So it's showing me that engine is working fine. Let me review this. Does we have added let me review this. Okay, fine, I have resolved the issue. Can you guess what was the error? The thing is that we have not enabled our security groups, right? We have not enabled 80 port and 443, right? 80 is for the HTTP and HTTPS we have 443, right? This is the default ports. So our ports are closed. That's the reason we are not able to connect to our server. So just go over here and we will add two more rules, one for HTTP, right? This is over here. Okay, this is the ITA port which was not open, and HTTPS, that is 443 by the default, and I will make it available everywhere, right? So as I save it over here, as I refresh over here, so now what happens, I will be seeing that Jenkins I'm able to log in, right? So the password I have given over here, I'll be using again the same password which I have given before. So this is a way in the real-time scenario you have to create one domain, right? We have to assign one domain to your Jenkins server, right? So now the part is that whenever the content is passing from my, like this is the dashboard, and to the server, that is going in non-encrypted way. That is a not good practice, right? So if you see over here, your connection is to this site is not secured. So we have to make it secure so that in the transit, if some content is get hacked, that also should be encrypted way, that it should not be accessed, or it should not be in the readable type. It will be something like dot this dot characters, which will not be readable by the hacker. So that practice we required one SSL certificate, and if you go for SSL certificate provider, there are multiple providers, right? In the market, the best one is a DigiCert. Okay, let me show you that also. If I have DigiCert, right, one of the best company for SSL certificate. If you go and check it over here, the banking applications, SBI and everywhere, so you'll be finding that the key in the one. Let me go and check it over here. So if you check it over here, then you will be seeing that the provider. Let me see who is the provider. See, this is DigiCert. This is a very costly. Okay, this is a US company, INC, and they are providing the certificate for that. Okay. So this is the way, but in our tutorial we are not going to buy for the million, like $1,000 or $4,000 certificate. So we have one more option, that is Let's Encrypt. That is ORG, okay, non-organization profit. Okay, open certificate is provide you the free automated open certificate. As we are working for the dev environment, so we will be using this certificate for our domains. Okay, so in this case we'll go back to the terminal. Okay, I'll be to the root user where I'm in the root user. I'm in this terminal. These two are the same server, just I'm using two server. One is for like to being in the directory of my project, another one is for just to do monitoring and any other things. For that we required some some packages. We required certbot is a tool which request Let's Encrypt to issue certificate. For that we require dependency, right? So the thing is that first what we have to do, we have to update our packages. The first step, we will update the packages, right? Then we will install Python, right? P3 certbot dependencies. Just go over here. If you install over here, then it will prompt you press Y. Then we can check it out, is our certbot is installed or no, with the command certbot -certbot -v, right? It should prompt you that certbot -v. Okay, we have mistake, certbot -v. What happened? Certbot -v, certbot -. Okay, fine. This is saying that there's something else plugins. Okay, so anyways, just go click it over here. Okay, what we will do now in the next step, that we have installed over here, right? The second thing is that we will request certbot to issue the certificate for my domain. So I'll be going over here and I will pasting here the command. Let me show you the command. Sudo, we are requesting through setboard, to issue the certificate, right? Issue the certificate. So just I will be using NGINX as a web server, right? So the domain you have to give D domain Jenkins include. Just hit enter. Start asking the email address. Okay, I have to give the email address, right? Because that will be issued over there, and it will be used for the communication later on. That if my certificate date expired, they will send me reminder stating that. Okay, fine. So it's taking time. Just click yes. Yes, we are following your terms and conditions. Yes, we are following that too. So we are requesting, so it is saying that your email is valid and everything is valid. So we will be requesting the certificate for Jenkins, right, for my domain. So it's showing me that successfully domain deployed certificate for subdomain, and where it is there, it is in the Jenkins file, okay, in the path which is given, and it's showing me that it is for now is added as HTTPS, that means secure shell, right? So in this case, if I go over here, right, just copy over here CD and the path. Okay, just let me see cat. What was the file name? Jenkins, right? You'll be seeing here there is an edition, right? See, the edition is over here, which we have not created, but by default they have installed SSL certification, the keys, that is one full chain key, and the second is private key.pem. Okay, managed by setboard. So now what will be the outcome result of that is that if I go over here and I will refresh this, so it should take me back, right, stating that it is now HTTPS, that means a secure shell. If you click it over here, connect it here and check it over here, then it show me that yes, it is issued for domain and it is by Let's Encrypt, and this is validated like it's getting terminated after I mean this expire on April 18. So this part you have to view it. So we can enable one more step, that you can create a cron jobs, right, to make it renewal every day so that it should not expire. So this is optional way, we are not doing this. Okay, so I'll just make it default, right?